It's been 2 weeks since we retired and hit the road. And we thought we'd give you a little bit of an update into how it's been, because it's been a roller coaster. Weirdly, having no time constraints has pros and cons. Like, you can get up when you want, you can go to bed when you want, you can go where you want, when you want. It's freedom. It's what people define as freedom. But when you have so much time and so many things you could do, when do you do them? How long do you sleep for? What is a late night these days? It's so easy to procrastinate when you just have so much time.
Yeah, and because we love our routine, it's thrown us off. So the first week was a bit of a shambles. We were kind of just going to bed late, waking up late. I feel like our day wasn't as productive. So now we've structured a set bedtime and a set waking up time.
Luckily, we're kind of used to it. Having been self-employed for years, you have to make your own timetable anyway. But when you've got to show up to a building at a certain time because you've made an appointment with someone, it keeps you in that routine. You have to make a schedule for yourself and stick to it as if you had a job that you had to be at a certain time. And we're morning people, so if we haven't got up and been productive in the morning, we're like, day's gone, whatever.
Yeah, I feel like if we're just rocking out of bed at like even like 8 o'clock, I'm like, that's it, day's gone.
Halfway through the day, what's the point? But it is incredible to be able to do whatever you want, whenever you want. I just think it's quite funny that we've just chosen to stay with what we were doing before. It obviously worked for us before and it's going to work for us now. So yeah, it's been amazing to not have to get up with an alarm. And I swore before we left, I'm never getting up with an alarm again. I'm just going to let myself sleep as long as I want. We started setting alarms for like 5 a.m.
Like a weekend, you're like, 5 a.m. alarms set. Living together has been rather intense. It's kind of similar to how we felt about winter van life. We haven't been able to get outside much. We've pretty much just been living in this tiny space for 2 weeks without coming out of it much, really. In terms of giving each other space and being in each other's space constantly, it's been challenging to say the least.
Really stretching the elastic band around our relationship. We've ended up getting very short-fused, passive-aggressive, which I hate, but we're both passive-aggressive. Sometimes just aggressive, just short with each other, haven't we? And luckily we've got one of those amazing relationships where we talk about it a lot. And we apologise very quickly and we make friends very quickly. But we're just having to make friends and apologise a lot.
I think in general, in relationships, communication is key, but especially in this situation, the communication is even more key because it's so much more intense, because everything's amplified.
You have to be very empathetic, but yeah, it's hard. And I think for us to find it hard is quite, we've lived in lots of intense situations, like winter van life, same kind of vibe, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll link the video up here if you haven't seen it.
And luckily the weather's a little bit nicer now we're in Wales, so we can get out a little bit more, and it's just something we're going to have to, it's one of the challenges we're going to have to figure out amongst all the other ones. Again, I love overcoming a challenge because it's like a challenge, but then you're like, yeah, nailed it. Is finding water and emptying the toilet every 2 days. When we were in our hometown, we used the toilets at work quite a lot, so that gave us probably an extra day. So trying to find places to empty your toilet and trying to empty it for free if we can. We have done a couple of campsites where they make you pay, but I mean sometimes they charge you like £7, which is extortionate. And water, we've never actually gone to find water because we've always just really gone and got it from our families. Oh, and sometimes we use like the petrol station taps, but not many have them around where we are.
I think it's been fine, to be fair, especially these days with the amount of apps there are that help you source pretty much anything you need for van life. So it's been fine.
What I've realised is down in our hometown is really not van life friendly at all. And washing has been actually pretty much non-existent. We only just did our first wash yesterday, so nearly 2 weeks in, and we found these, you can do these like almost like pay-as-you-go washing machines that are on forecourts. They're all around. We just chucked it all in and did it all in one go. And also fixing things that have gone wrong. Not much goes wrong with this because it's brand new, but like our toilet broke the other day. Just when I was like about to literally wet myself. Yeah, we had to figure out in this like public car park how to fix it. But we did it, and it's exciting because if it goes wrong again, now we know what to do.
Yeah, I'd say Training's been a bit of a hard one. We got a set of dumbbells, but training with dumbbells just depends on the weather being good for you to train outside. Since the first week of being in Scotland, it was just awful. Couldn't really train at all because of the weather. But also just trying to find gyms. So we've still got an Anytime Fitness membership. So we're just trying to find any Anytime Fitnesses wherever we're driving to.
But yeah, we found one yesterday, and it was really nice to be back in a gym. We haven't been in a gym in 2 weeks, so that was really cool.
That was good. Let's talk expenses. One of them being petrol, which we spent an absolute fortune on at the moment.
I reckon we're at nearly £500, and we're 2 weeks.
Mental. Especially doing the NT500, we thought I would stop in some places for a few days and chill out and whatever, but because the weather's been awful, we're just like, let's go to the next place, let's go to the next place.
And it is cheaper, probably, than, because we sleep in lay-bys, it's free, so we're not paying for accommodation. We would have paid for flights or petrol anyway driving up here, so it's probably cheaper, to be fair. I feel like we're just reeling off what we're finding hard in this video, and it's not the point. Like, we're having an amazing time, and the freedom is amazing. Being able to explore. I've never explored this country before, ever.
Yeah.
And I'm 34. So it's been really cool being able to explore just the beauty of the country that we live in that I had no idea. Obviously there's been challenges on the way, but we're overcoming them all, it's all a learning curve. It's really cool. But yeah, the last one that's just been, like, again, interesting for us is vlogging every day. So we've made like one video every week, and obviously we're quite new to YouTube. We're still learning. Vlogging is hard, but really cool because we're getting quite a bit of traction, so more and more people are joining us. So if you're new, welcome, thank you for joining us. So it's been really nice to engage with new people.
But yeah, I agree. We live in such a beautiful country, and it's not every day that you get to explore it, I guess. So I'm very grateful that we get the opportunity to do that. I guess, yeah, vlogging every day has been very hard, but it's kind of a challenge we set ourselves just to do 30 days of vlogging every day. And I think we've learned quite a lot doing it, and every time we do it, we get better and we get faster at doing stuff.
And also like getting us out in videos more, because I guess when you start, you're like, oh, there's a camera. How do I act? What do I do? Whereas now it's a lot more, we can be ourselves.
Yeah, just a bit more natural to be in front of the camera.
Well, another 2 weeks to go, and then we'll share with you our next plans, because they're pretty cool.
Yeah, got some big things coming up.
Thanks for stopping by, San Diego.